ladies and gentlemen, again to Sim Monsters Monster Truck Racing Series. This is season number 2, beginning right here in the beautiful Minneapolis Metrodome. And as you can see, this place is laid out perfectly for racing. Let's not waste any time. Let's see if Josh Rhodes can defend that racing championship and start it off right here in Minneapolis. Let's go for a ride with Josh Rhodes, racing an overall points champion from last season, as he comes around this course just to show us what we're going to be dealing with out here in Minneapolis. Makes a decent turn right there, hits the red stack, and now he's going to be coming back around, and he's going to go right towards the blue stack to finish it all off. A quick one-lap race course, finishing in the same lane you started. Number 2 qualifier Eric Meyer is going to be taking on Brad Shaw, who designed the actual Bigfoot Bad Boy. He's also driving Bigfoot Bad Boy here in this series from Checkered Flag Productions. And right now you can see both these drivers are playing just a little bit of a mind game with one another. Now they are both staged Iron Man. He qualified number 2, and in a developing story, Oz Grams, who qualified number 1 in Excalibur, is back in the pits thrashing for his race with Son of a Digger. That bracket was dropped to the very bottom, and we will see that matchup later on the night. Whether it's with Excalibur and Son of a Digger, if it's just a Son of a Digger buy run, we don't know. But Brad Shaw is all over the place in that Bigfoot Bad Boy machine, and it's going to hand the win to Eric Myers, who is debuting the brand new Iron Man machine. Oh, and Brad almost flips it right there. The Gravedigger machine, as we mentioned earlier on, won the World Racing Championship as well as the World Overall Championship in points last year, and he won the freestyle portion of the World Finals in Vegas last year. So he ain't no slouch, and he is getting ready to take on Stephen Hopkins here as they come by the first time by. It's fairly even. Rhodes may get the bite coming out of this final turn, coming to the line. Yes, it'll be the Gravedigger advancing to round number 2. Jack Meredith, who drove Predator and King of the Hill, taking on Justin Orlander and the Lucas Oil Crusader. They leave the line, and it is all Jack Meredith on the whole shot as they come around the first turn. Who's it going to be the first time by? Orlander's going to make it up and then some around the first turn. And now to the final turn. Who's going to crack the whip? Who's going to get to the line first? It'll be the Crusader, and Meredith's in trouble right in front of us. Meredith, you can't even see him at this point. He just crosses up and lands real hard, actually side slaps the wall. Not a good way to debut your truck for your sponsor. Ow, what a hit that was. There you see our next matchup coming to the line. Steve Harlow in the Jurassic Attack going to be taking on Thurindu Don and the Michigan Ice Monster. Nothing against Thurindu here over in the other lane, but I got to go with the heavy favorite, Steve Harlow, in the Canadian truck with the Canadian driver, Jurassic Attack. And Jurassic Attack just has a brilliant first turn right there. It was a little bit slow. Actually, Thurindu has the lead right there, and Don comes around this final turn. Oh, no, he's going to push it a little wide. Apexed it too soon, and the winner is Steve Harlow in Jurassic Attack. We've got Sudden Impact and Austin Oganowski getting ready to take on Michael Murray and Gunslinger. And if you want to talk about heartbreak in our series, Michael Murray was just a few points shy of winning the Freestyle Championship last year. Michael Murray had the biggest heartache out of Vegas last season as he was the points leader going into the World Finals for Freestyle, and an early rollover set him back big time, and it actually dropped him from first to third. And right now, Austin Oganowski is just checking out on him right here. Murray was the 18th quickest qualifier, so I'm kind of not surprised by this. Austin was qualified number 3, and he did a great job right there, and a beautiful pass he made. Travis Sawillo is a driver we haven't seen in a very long time come out here and compete. He has taken on Danny Mackey, who qualified 7 positions higher than he did. Mackey qualified 7th, Sawillo qualified 14th. They come around the first turn. It's all Bigfoot. Right now, Mackey is going to have to play some big-time catch-up as if he is going to win this event right here. And there you go. Travis Sawillo, in his debut in the Bigfoot Ford, will take the win. And Mackey has a little bit of trouble at the end of the track. Casey Graves driving the United States Air Force Afterburner. If the name looks familiar, he drove Gravedigger in Season 1 of the King of the Hill miniseries. He's taking on Andrew Field right here, who actually, in a little bit of an interesting note, drove the United States Air Force Afterburner in Hagerstown for the King of the Hill miniseries. He's coming around the track right now. It's going to be a close one to the line. Who is it going to be? They come over the cars. The winner is the United States Air Force Afterburner, and Avenger's going to cut a quick donut just for the fans. Tyler May performed exceptionally well driving Amsoil Shock Therapy in the King of the Hill mini-series, but he's taking on the champion of that series right now, Ryan McCauley, who has bumped over from backdraft to maximum destruction. May qualified 15th, and that is a number that is surprising even to me. And Max D's all over the place. Boy, Ryan's going to have to come, up and into the barrier, and he's going to almost flip it. A great save for McCauley, but Tyler May will go to round 2. McCauley's going to try and finish, though, up on 2 wheels again and saves it, and he'll finish it backwards. Equalizer, driven by Michael the Roach. This Roach, he'll be taking on a man who says real men drive pink trucks, and that, of course, is Josh Gajewski in Medusa. They come around the corner right here. Roach easily is going to have the advantage, it looks like. Yep, he's going to have it by about a truck length going into this next turn. Roach takes it just a little bit easy around this corner. I think he knows he's got it right here. Comes across the line, and Medusa's up and over, and Josh Gajewski parks it on the big freestyle obstacle. Not 100% sure what happened to Josh here. It looks like he may have clipped the freestyle obstacle over there. Either way, it sent that big pink truck flipping and flailing all the way throughout the Minneapolis Metrodome center, and he ends up landing it on the big freestyle obstacle over there. Tough break. Well, folks, that guy driving through the tunnel right now, it may say anonymous above his name, but that is definitely a future legend in monster truck racing behind the wheel of that, and I mean actual monster truck racing. That is the son of Dennis Anderson, Ryan Anderson, pulling to the line, and the son of a digger machine, and he's going to be taking on number 1 qualifier, Austin Grams, in Excalibur. This one should be a full-blown boogaloo slobber knocker. Boy, both drivers look a little hesitant to pull to the line. Austin doing some dry hops right there, trying to get the ruts down. Of course, Excalibur experiencing some mechanical difficulties after qualifying. Looks like Son of a Digger is ready, and now we're going to be waiting on Excalibur to line up. Waiting on the green light, both drivers finally ready, it appears. Son of a Digger will leave the line. There they come over the first set of cars. Austin Grams with a big hole shot. Looks like that new transmission they put in helped. Son of a Digger clipping a car, but I think it actually made him take that corner better. He's dead even with the number 1 qualifier until that point right there. Ryan Anderson clipping 2 turning cars, and it's all over but the crying for Ryan Anderson. And the winner of that race is going to be the number 1 qualifier advancing to the next round, Excalibur. Still, not ashamed of Ryan Anderson's debut here in Sim Monsters. Ain't no rest for the wicked, the song says, as Austin Grams pulls right back to the line. He's going to be taking on number 10 in qualifying and former and defending series champion Josh Rhodes in the Gravedigger machine. Rhodes is going to get through turn number 1 fairly good. He is going to lead the first time by on the number 1 qualifier. Coming into the final turn, Oz is going to apex it too soon. Spins it out and hits the freestyle stacks. So does Rhodes, but Rhodes is the first one across the finish line. You're going to see it, folks. Rhodes leads it the first time by. Right there, though, Austin Grams was actually out a little bit on where he had been landing. Getting into that turn, I think he thought he apexed it right, and then he saw there was freestyle obstacles coming his way, and he thought, oh, God, I'd better get on the binders. Didn't really help him. Both drivers spun out, but Rhodes was the first truck across the finish line to make the legal pass, and he won it. Number 2 in qualifying, Eric Myers going to be taking on Justin Orlander in the Lucas Oil Crusader. Battle of the heavyweight sponsorships right here between Iron Man and Lucas Oil, and the rear steering goes out in the first turn on the Iron Man machine. Oh my, what a tough break. I guess it can't pay to be one of the top 2 in qualifying in this event. Orlander is going to go to the next round, and Myers, as well as Excalibur driver Oz Grams, are going to have to depend on trying to get fast loser. Jurassic Attack, Steve Harlow going to be taking on Travis Sawillo and Bigfoot. And boy, you got a feel for those 2 drivers who qualified first and second. Excalibur and Iron Man both going to have to depend on their times to come back as fast loser. Right now, it's Harlow out by about a horn, I would say, on the Bigfoot Ford. They come across to the finish line, all Jurassic Attack. Casey Graves, United States Air Force Afterburner, going to be taking on Austin Oganowski in the other lane, driving Sudden Impact. And I got to tell you, Oganowski has laid down the smoothest, cleanest passes we have seen in quite some time out here. And this one could go to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. Oganowski's going to lead it the first time by against the Air Force. They're going to come to the finish line, cracking the whip. Who got there first? Oganowski will. But man, what a close race that was. Well, Fast loser has not been decided yet, but the current quickest time, as this is the end of round 2 with this race right here, belongs to United States Air Force Afterburner, and it will be getting to come back. Tyler May makes a very smooth first turn. He and Michael Desroche, though, are right together. Who's going to get it and who's going to get the fast loser? Is it going to be... Oh, man, I can't call it. Wow, what a race between those two. Slowing the replay down, Michael Desroche, ever so close, but Blue Thunder will get it, and Air Force will be the fast loser. Casey Graves sitting on the line as the fast loser. He'll be taking on Josh Rhodes in the Grave Digger. Winner here goes and gets the first berth into the semifinals. Waiting on them to leave the line right now as the officials are waiting. They're going to be pulling the trigger anytime. There they go. They lead the line. The whole shot will go to the Grave Digger machine. Just barely goes to the Grave Digger. As they come around this first turn, though, who's going to lead the first time by? Digger again. Graves is going to have to crack the whip. Rhodes has a problem. Up on two wheels goes the Digger. Digger's rolling over. And Casey Graves, who is all over the place himself, will win this race. With the Grave Digger rolling over, fast loser is wide open to either one of these two or the next pair. Basically, you just got to run down a nice, smooth, clean pass, and Oganowski has had all of those all night long right under his belt. Ooh, Justin Orlander all over the place on the exit of that second turn. He's going to have to crack the whip in the third to get it. Not going to happen. Oganowski goes to the semifinals. Tyler May and the Blue Thunder machine going to be taking on Steve Harlow in the Jurassic Attack, the 3D dinosaur, I guess you could call it. They leave the line, and Tyler May with a big hole shot on the big dinosaur. They come across the first time by. Can't call it the first time by. Who is it going to be the second time by? This is the one that matters. Who's going to crack that whip? As I've said before, I don't know. We're going to have to go to the replay, folks. They come to the line, and I still can't call it even on the slow motion replay. Here you can see it in the still photo of the finish, ladies and gentlemen. We don't go by the horn on the front of Jurassic Attack. The truck with the tires across the finish line first was Blue Thunder and Tyler May, and Harlow is your fast loser. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Steve Harlow and Casey Graves going to be going at it in the first semifinal. And the next one, Blue Thunder and Sudden Impact. Even with Harlow being the fast loser here, he still qualified 4 positions higher than Casey Graves and the Air Force Afterburner. Both trucks sitting on the line waiting for that green light. They leave the line, and Harlow will have just the edge on the hole shot. Graves coming through the first turn. I don't know if this is going to be a very close race. Harlow's kind of checked out on him just a little bit as they come into the final turn. Cracking the whip, going to the line. It will be the... Oh, wow, closer than I thought. Slowing it down on the instant replay, you can see that it was indeed Steve Harlow and Jurassic Attack going to be going to the finals. Tyler May and Blue Thunder. He was in the finals of our last event in Sim Monsters, and that was the King of the Hill mini-series in Philadelphia. He's taken on over in the other lane Austin Oganowski and Sudden Impact, who has laid down the smoothest passes all night. But Blue Thunder actually got the hole shot the first time by, coming over the finish line right here. It's Oganowski. Next time by, I'll decide it. Who is going to crack the whip and who wants it the most? Going to the finals against Jurassic Attack, it will be Austin Oganowski. Well, here you'll see Austin Oganowski going to go to the finals right here with a truck length victory over Tyler May. And folks, this sets up a final between two best friends, Austin Oganowski and Sudden Impact and Jurassic Attack, and Steve Harlow. Let's not waste time. Let's get right down to the finals of the first race of Season 2. Steve Harlow in the lane closest to you in Jurassic Attack, and his opponent, Austin Oganowski and Sudden Impact. They leave the line, and the dead hole shot. Nobody got it. Dead even between both of these drivers. They come around the first turn. It'll be Oganowski with just a little bit of a lead. Harlow got a great bounce, though, coming into this final turn. They come to the finish line. Who's it going to be? I can't call it. Another close race. I think we've gone to the slow-mo replay a record number of times tonight. Coming across the finish line, oh man, that's still almost too close to call. What a race for the finals in Minneapolis, though, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the still photo for the second time tonight. And there you see it, the winner in Minneapolis is Austin Oganowski and Sudden Impact. Well, the Sim Monsters Racing Series, ladies and gentlemen, got off to a great start racing-wise, and if this is the racing you're going to be seeing all season long, then we are in for a treat. Several close finishes, all going down to a final that was just as close as every race we've had out here tonight. Congratulations to Austin Oganowski for winning racing in Sudden Impact, and he is the only driver eligible to get a double down going into freestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I'm going to be sending you off to the freestyle portion of this show, which should be up very shortly. Hope you all enjoyed it. Watch out for freestyle.